All right, this is a big one. Jenna, I hear you have a pretty amazing end to your book club this month.
I really do. This year marks the 50th anniversary of my favorite book, The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. At the center of the story is a 12-year-old Bacola Breedlove who just wants to feel valued. So I had the chance to talk to Oprah Winfrey, who also chose The Bluest Eye for her own book club 30 years ago, about the novel and what she's learned from this trying year. Good afternoon, Oprah. I'm so happy to see you.
Well, I'm happy to see you too. Still in lockdown quarantine. I actually have adjusted to it. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever leave because I figured out how to do interviews from my living room and actually to feel like it's okay.
We started the year on a major tour, so it's kind of only fitting that we're ending the year together.
Yeah, can you believe we started in Fort Lauderdale? And throughout this entire lockdown period, throughout this whole time, I kept thinking, wow, you survived 9 cities and thousands of selfies and hugging and dancing and singing and when the virus was moving throughout the country. So
I know.
You should be able to be at home and stay safe.
It was my New Year's resolution to be with you at the beginning of the year, and I just thought 2020 is going to be the best year yet. And so far, that hasn't been the case. We both turned to books, including The Bluest Eye, for comfort.
To be able to read Toni Morrison during a pandemic on a sunny day in a hammock is one of the greatest joys in life.
With Morrison's words providing a sense of community and understanding.
One of the things that I think that she's able to do in this book is the same thing that I've always tried to do in my work. And one of the reasons why I started the book club, certainly one of the reasons you have too, is to let people know that they are not alone.
Yes.
And that is what this book did. It liberated so many women to see, I had those feelings. I've known what that feels like, what that experience is like, is that you're not alone, that somebody else knows what it's like.
In a year when people are filled with pain in our country, you said this about Miss Morrison. You said, she asks us to follow our own pain, to reckon with it, and to transcend it.
Well, that is exactly what happens when you read The Bluest Eye, is that you understand how people get stuck in the pain and burrowed down with it. I think that to be able to follow the pain and actually deal with the pain and then eventually transcend the pain, that is what her storytelling has been about.
For those who have hurting, those that feel not heard, those that feel sad, what will you say? How do you keep your beautiful spirit up?
Well, I will tell you that one of the things that has been a great comfort to me during this time of isolation is being able to read the words of other people. And one of the things that I do literally every morning is I read some daily spiritual passage that is uplifting to me. And I recently started turning to poetry. I just read a couple of stanzas of any particular poem, just open to any page. I find that it calms and soothes me in a way. Poetry feels like prayer to me. And so I have allowed this time for myself, and I think for other people who are feeling the strain of the isolation, to go inward and determine to come out better than we did when we went in. What is the vision you hold for yourself when this is done? You know, happiness is having something to look forward to. One of my favorite definitions of happiness. So what is the vision you hold for yourself? It's all about how you see it. How do you choose to see it? How are you going to use all the stuff that happened to you this year and turn that pain, that suffering, that sacrifice into power? How do you turn the pain into power? That's the goal.
Toni Morrison would have turned 90 next year. It's been a year and a half since she's passed away. Do you miss her?
We will always have her because we will always have her words. I honestly appreciate the fact that knowing that I was going to have this conversation with you, Jenna, allowed me to revisit The Bluest Eye in a way that I probably wouldn't if I just sat down. And so keep spreading the word about books. And, somebody was asking me the other day, did I feel, because you were choosing the book, did I feel some sense of competition or something? Are you kidding me, honey child? I said, are you kidding me? I want as many people to be exposed to all the books as possible. So if as I said, if you hadn't chosen it and I knew that the 50th anniversary was coming up, I would have done it again because I love it that much.
To get to speak to Oprah about what is both of our favorite books was pretty incredible.
That is a pinch me moment. And by the way, that book back on the New York Times bestsellers list.
And I got to speak with Ford Morrison's Tony's son, who is just exactly what you think he would be, a gentleman and so lovely. So all of this is part of a celebration of Toni Morrison, the first ever Read with Jenna special, streaming on Today all day at 11 a.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern and Pacific.
Jenna, awesome. Thank you so much.